Welcome to the second part of the video, that is regarding the haloalkanes and haloarenes. In this topic we will see the preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Generally, first of all, let us see the bond nature between the carbon atom and halogen atom in a haloalkanes. So generally we know that X, that is halogens are strongly more electronegative character than the carbon. So automatically there is a polarized bond formed between these two, carbon and halogen. Carbon will have the positive charge, whereas the halogen have the negative charge. That means polarization bonds will be taken place. But if you find out this one, and already we know that fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, when we are moving from top to bottom, the size of the halogen atom increases. That means the size of the atom increases. As the size increases, the bond length between the carbon and halogen also increases. So already know that suppose if the short bond is there and the long bond is there, then it will affect. Where it will be affected? The long side, if it is the size of the halogen is greater, biggest one, then the bond length also increases. When the bond length increases, the amount of energy required to break the bond decreases. So ultimately we can say that carbon fluorine, carbon iodine. So out of these two, that is carbon iodine will require the less energy of ionization enthalpy than the carbon and fluorine. So this point you should understand. So that is the point they will ask the reasons. So what are the bonds? Polarized bonds will be formed in the between the carbon and halogen atom in this one. So now we will see the preparation of halogen atoms. That is haloalkanes first. So generally haloalkanes are prepared from the alcohols. Treatment of alcohols with halogen acids like zinc chloride and phosphorus halides like phosphorus trichloride, phosphorus pentachloride and red phosphorus, and in the presence of thionyl chloride, the alcohols are treated in this presence and we will get the haloalkanes. So let us see the reactions. First one, alcohol ROH. This R may be CH3 or C2H5 or C3H7, anything. Any alcohol, if you take it and the treatment with the hydrogen chloride acid in the presence of zinc chloride, you will get the alkyl halide, the product. But this product, if you observe it in the presence of sodium bromide and sulfuric acid, it will give the alkyl bromide and sodium bisulfate and water. Water also will be there. Similarly, phosphorus trihalides. Phosphorus trihalides means PCl3, if you use it, RCl you will get, hypophosphoric acid you will get, phosphoric acid you will get, the products. And PCl5, you will get the phosphorus oxychloride and HCl. In the presence of red phosphorus and halogen atom, so you will get the corresponding haloalkane. And OH group is removed in the presence of red phosphorus also. But if you treat the alcohol with thionyl chloride, SOCl2, then what you will get? Haloalkane, sulfur dioxide and hydrogen chloride. These two, why this is preferred is this one. It is the most important reaction. If you treat in the presence of thionyl chloride, the remaining products like sulfur dioxide, it will be a gas, and hydrogen chloride, it is also the vapors. So these two will be removed very easily and you will get the pure haloalkane. So this is the method you will prefer in the presence of sulfur thionyl chloride. Treatment of an alcohol, you will get the gaseous products and you will get the pure form of the haloalkane. And these two reactions they are asking in the questions. So alcohol, if it is treated in the presence of red phosphorus and halogens, you will get the corresponding haloalkane. So this is the first preference from the alcohols. Haloalkanes are prepared from the alcohols by treatment in the presence of halogen acids, phosphorus halides and thionyl chlorides. So this is the important one. We learned that haloalkanes are prepared from alcohols and from, that is first one. But from the phenol, so can we prepare haloarene from the phenol? From the phenol, can we prepare any chlorine or halobenzene? But it is not, we cannot prepare these haloarenes from an alcohol, that is phenol. Why? The reason is there, because everybody should know it. Because here oxygen is having the lone pair of electrons. So there is a lone pair of electrons. Due to the presence of the lone pair of electrons, what it will do? This oxygen and carbon, they will form the double bond character. Double bond character between the carbon and hydroxygen. So that's why it is not easy to break the bond. So that's why we cannot prepare haloarenes from the phenol. This is the reason you should know it. Because every time they are asking the reason why haloarenes are not prepared from the phenol. Because in the phenol, oxygen is having a double bond character between the carbon and oxygen. So that's why they cannot prepare the haloarenes from the phenol. So this is the main reason. Now we will come to the next portion, that is from the second preparation from hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means from alkanes and alkenes. Alkanes and alkenes. Some methods are there. So from first method, from the hydrocarbons, the free radical halogenation. Free radical halogenation. That means if any double bond compounds, okay, that means if they are treated with the chlorine gas or bromine gas, okay, then what will happen? They will form the CH or HCl. That is one free radical hydrogen. Hydrogen chloride, if it is treated, you will get the CH3, CH2, Cl. Haloalkane. That means addition of HCl. First of all, free radical, how it is called? When the reaction is going on, what will happen? First, this double bond character will be broken down and free radicals will be formed. Then, to this free radical, hydrogen will come and added, chlorine will come and added. So that's why this reaction we are calling it as free radical halogenation. That is, halogens are added. So this is the one important preparation. Okay, free radical halogenation. This is also important. But when this free radical halogenation is taking place, what will happen? A lot of mono compounds, or you will get the mixture of mono and polyhaloalkanes, you will get it. When they are forming the mono and polyhaloalkanes, we cannot separate that mixture very much easily. So that's why the preparation, the formation of the product is very low. So that's why generally we don't prefer this method. So that is the first free radical halogenation. From next method, from alkenes. This is from the alkanes, if you take it. From the alkanes, CH2, double bond CH2, if you treat with the first addition of hydrogen halide, it will give the compounds of CH3, CH2, Cl. That is chloroethane or ethyl chloride. But when addition of halogens, that is called the halogenation. When you add the halogens CH2, double bond CH2, you will get, what will happen? You will get CH2Cl and again CH2Cl. That means the halogen atoms are adjacent carbon atoms. So that's why this product we will call it as weak dichloride compound. But when this reaction is taking place, okay, so suppose if it is ethene, no problem, you will get chloroethane. But if you take it as the propene, let us see the products of propene. Let us propene CH3, CH2, double bond CH2. Okay, this is called the propene. If it is treated with the HCl, then what you will get? You will get a CH3, CH2, Cl and again CH3. You may get like this, or you may get one more product, CH3, CH3, CH2, Cl. Out of these two, if you observe the two products, whenever the products are coming, which will be the minor and which will be the major, we have to check it. Already we know that here CH only will come. Here CH only will come. Okay. Combination, yes. Suppose whenever they are treatment with the HCl, what will happen? They will follow the one rule. In 11th class we learned that Markovnikov's rule. They will follow. What is the Markovnikov's rule? Wherever the negative addend is there, it will be reacted and forms where the hydrogen atoms are less. Carbon atom which is having the less hydrogen atoms. So this is having the less hydrogen atoms compared to this one. So the chlorine atom will come and add here only. So this will be the major product and this will be the minor product. So like that it will form. That means 2-chloro, 1, 2, 3 propane. 2-chloropropane is the major product and this will be the minor product. So this is the preparation of haloalkanes from this one. So this is the property, important property, you have to know it first. So whenever they are forming, they will follow the Markovnikov's rule. And third one is the halogen exchange method. This is the most important. Why it is important, and afterwards you can come to know. Halogen exchange. So they will exchange in this one, alkyl bromides or alkyl iodides, alkyl fluorides and alkyl fluorides are there. Already we know that. So out of these, these two can be prepared directly by adding the hydrogen chloride or bromide or anything. But iodides and fluorides will not be formed as the addition of halogens. So that's why what they will do, this iodides will be prepared in one method and fluorides will be prepared in another method. So from any halogen exchange means they will exchange their halogens. Example, alkyl bromide, if it is treated with the sodium iodide or alkyl chloride, anyone, if it is treated with the sodium iodide, you will get the alkyl iodide is the product. And the sodium, another chlorine will be formed with sodium chloride. So this preparation is very, very important. Means in the halogen exchange method, we will treat alkyl bromide or chloride with sodium iodide, then you will get the alkyl iodide. So this is the product, you will get it. So for the preparation of this alkyl iodides, we will use this method, treatment with the sodium iodide. So that's why this method is termed as Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction. So that is the name reaction. Just remember, Finkelstein reaction means preparation of alkyl iodides from their alkyl halides or any halogen exchange. So here bromine will be exchanged here, iodine will be exchanged here. So that's why this reaction we are calling it as the halogen exchange. So from the halogen exchange, in the presence of sodium iodide, we can prepare the alkyl iodide. This reaction we will call it as Finkelstein reaction. Similarly, fluorides cannot be prepared by this method. So to prepare the fluorides, what will happen? Generally, we will use metallic fluorides. Metallic fluorides, we will use it. Similarly, R bromide, that is RBr or RCl plus silver fluoride or silver chloride or silver atoms. That is metallic fluorides we will treat. Then what will happen? Whatever you are getting, you will get the alkyl fluoride compounds, you will get it. So this method is applicable to prepare the fluorides only. So this reaction is termed as Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. So today two name reactions are there, Finkelstein reaction and Schwarz reaction. So these two important. whatever the sodium chloride or sodium bromide, whatever it will be there, what they will do? They will be generally where we will use in the presence of chloroform CCl4 as the reagent. So that is the more important. So these two are more important, Finkelstein and Schwarz reaction. So these are the preparation of haloalkanes. Now we will see how haloarenes will be prepared. Now we will see the preparation of haloarenes. Already we know that from alcohols we cannot prepare any haloarenes because in alcohols a double bond character is formed between the carbon and the oxygen between the two. So that's why we cannot prepare. But by electrophilic substitutions reactions we can prepare the haloarenes. Example, let us take one halogen compound which is having the CH3. This is called the toluene or methylbenzene, toluene. Okay. If it is here, hydrogen is there, here hydrogen is there. So this will be treated with the chlorine. Then what will happen? In the presence of Lewis acids, that is iron chlorides or iron 3, okay, as catalyst, then automatically it will give the two products, that is orthohalotoluene and parahalotoluene. So here, so two compounds you will get it. Again, in these two compounds, can we separate them or not? Yes, we can separate them very easily because these two boiling points are very high differences there. So that's why we can separate them very easily. So this is called by electrophilic substitution reactions. So we can prepare these halogens only we can use chloro or bromine. That means orthochlorotoluene or parachlorotoluene, orthobromotoluene, parabromotoluene. In this method, we cannot prepare any iodides. Why? Because when you are using iodide, whatever you are getting the hydrogen iodide is the character you will get it outside. So to iodize this one, it is not that much easily. So that's why the reaction will be reversed in the presence of hydrogen iodide. It cannot be oxidized. To oxidize this hydrogen iodide, whatever it is formed, so we will use HiO4 or HiO3 or these acids. If you use it, HNO3, nitric acid, that is an oxidizing agent. If you use it, then we can prepare the iodohalides. Okay, that means iodotoluene, orthoiodotoluene, para-iodotoluenes we can prepare. But chlorine and bromine means it can be done very easily in the presence of a catalyst, that is Lewis acid as the catalyst, iron chloride. So this is the electrophilic substitution. But in this method, halofluorides we never prepare because the fluorine is the highest electronegative element and it is you cannot prepare iron or fluoro compounds. So this is the one method that we are using, electrophilic substitution. Second method is the most important method. Okay, in this method, what we will do, we will take the primary amine NH2. Primary amine. If you take it, if you take this primary amine in the presence of dissolved HCl acid, if you dissolve it, then if it is treated with the sodium nitrate mixture NaNO3, this mixture is present in the HCl. Sodium nitrate, what will happen? This primary amine is converted into a salt N2 plus Cl minus. That is called the diazonium salt or diazonium salt. So that is benzene diazonium salt will be formed. So this reaction is more important. How you will prepare a diazonium salt? Benzene diazonium salt means chloride. So this is the most important preparation of benzene diazonium chloride, azochloride groups. How to this one? Primary amine, if it is dissolved in the cold hydrochloric acid, then it is treated with the sodium nitrate, it will form the diazonium salt or diazonium chloride, you will get it. If you use HCl, you will use the chloride. If you use the hydrogen bromide, you will get the bromine. So again, for this one, this benzene diazonium chloride, what you have to do? You have to get the chlorobenzene. What you want to do it? Haloarenes we have to prepare. That means what you have to do? You have to remove this nitro group or azo group, you have to remove it. Suppose for removal of this one, what we have to do? This is we have to treat with the cuprous halide. Cuprous halide. That means Cu2X2. But if you, in the presence of X, if you take it cuprous chloride, you will get the chlorobenzene. You will get the chlorobenzene. Like this we will prepare. That means to remove the azo group, what you have to treat? You have to treat with the cuprous chloride. Treatment if you do it, you will get it the chlorobenzene or bromobenzene. And again, but to get the iodobenzene, this is not required. That means using of these CuCl2 is not required. From the benzene diazonium chloride, if you treat with the potassium iodide mixture, just shaking with the potassium iodide, you will get the iodobenzene. So this is not required the CuCl2. So like this, we can prepare the iodobenzene, chlorobenzene or bromobenzene. So these are the three only we can prepare haloarenes. But we cannot prepare the fluoride because fluorobenzene, because fluorine is the highest electronegativity character they are having. So that's why we cannot prepare the fluorobenzenes. But remaining three we can prepare by two methods. So this reaction is called Sand-Meyers reaction. Sand-Meyers reaction. So already we got the three name reactions here: Finkelstein reaction, Schwarz reaction and Sand-Meyers reaction. These are very, very important. So in Sand-Meyers reaction, what are the things to be taken? What are the products you will get? And in the Finkelstein or in the Stephenson reaction, just Schwarz reaction, go through once. Because name reactions are more important. So till now we got the three name reactions. Those three name reactions of, once you write, then check the difference between the reactions. And what are the things we will use to prepare those things. Just you understand, then it is very easy to write down the reactions.